Check this out.
Oh my god. Now find your scooter. Crazy.
We're in Da Nang. It's our last day. Today we're flying to Ho Chi Minh City. And I'm actually kind of sad that we didn't get to visit the beach this time. We were planning to stay one extra day, but the weather wasn't on our side. It's raining. But we're hoping for better weather in Ho Chi Minh City.
To be honest, we nearly changed our flight tickets, but the change was so expensive that we decided not to, and it saved us because today is raining like crazy, so no beach for us. And we opted for a flight because even though we travel from the north of Vietnam to central Vietnam in 10 hours by bus, from central Vietnam to Ho Chi Minh City, you go over 20 hours on bus or train. So even though we try to be a little bit more eco-friendly when we travel, and bus was totally okay, in this case, we opted for a flight.
Yeah. So we're boarding soon, and we're gonna be in Ho Chi Minh City in a couple of hours.
And hopefully by tomorrow the weather gets better.
See you then.
Have you just seen that? That was literally our view from the plane. Amazing. We took off from Da Nang and there were some minor turbulences in the first part of the flight, but the second part, it looked like a 3D view of the clouds with some fluffy ones, some flat ones, some zigzag, and all of this lit by the setting sun. It was beautiful. And now that we landed in Ho Chi Minh City, we're gonna shift gears a little bit, and this time we're gonna take public transportation. So let's go to the bus.
So we're on the bus at the moment. I think we're about maybe 50 minutes away from our place. Hit a little bit of traffic, but we're on our way. Quick pro tip, everyone. If you're coming into Ho Chi Minh City from the airport, take the bus. It's about 10,000 Vietnamese dong for you to get here. It's significantly lower than a Grab or a taxi, which when I saw it was 200,000 Vietnamese dong, and it will likely get you here in the same amount of time. So check it out if you're coming into Ho Chi Minh City. We got our meal. So here we have Vietnamese pho. It looks amazing. You have the herbs that go along with it. Make sure you always include these in the dish. And on my end, I have stir-fried tofu and veggies and rice. It looks amazing. Let's dig in. It's our first day in Ho Chi Minh City.
The weather is amazing. It was raining yesterday, but today we woke up to this beautiful sun. By the way, I slept 9 hours. I felt so good. And this week, unfortunately, there will be some extreme heat events, which means very intense sun or very intense thunderstorms. So we'll adapt our activities to that. But what are we going to do today, Uli?
So today we have a walking tour planned of Ho Chi Minh City. So we'll get to see a few of the historical buildings in District 1. And that'll be a few hours. So let's get to it.
And we'll make sure to stay hydrated and take breaks because we already experienced extreme heat in Hanoi.
Oh, yeah.
And it takes a toll on you.
Yeah.
So water and breaks, and let's go to see the city.
Let's go.
We are in the city center, but our hotel is actually in this tiny hidden alley. And let's begin our tour this way. The first stop on our journey is September 23rd Park. Look at this. Some green areas, some sport areas, including a park gym, some pond with lotus flowers. And there's Uli. He's gonna tell us more about it.
So September 23rd Park used to be a Saigon railway station, but it was actually torn down in 1975. Later, it became a residential area, but then there were plans to remake it into a park. And I think that the plans for that were set up on September 23rd, about 30 years ago.
There's literally a guy fishing in this little pond. Our first refreshment break. So I'm having a coconut, delicious as always, but it's not as cold as I like it to be. And Uli is having a mango smoothie. The total is 100K, 40 for the coconut and 60 for the smoothie. It's a little bit more expensive than what we are used to, but it's delicious and obviously highly needed on this day. So, drink up. And we arrived at our second spot.
This is the Museum of Fine Arts. Here you'll find an excellent collection of contemporary arts, but you'll also find a collection of Cham arts. So you have sculptures and other artwork from that period. We're now heading to the Ben Thanh Market. Here you can find souvenirs, clothing, shoes, different prices. Make sure you negotiate. Some prices are fixed, but you'll get them at a good offer. Let's go check it out.
Stop number 4, the City Hall, one of the most prominent buildings in this city. It was actually built in the beginning of 20th century by the French and served as Hotel de Ville at the time. And nowadays, it is still the house of the Communist Party of Ho Chi Minh City.
The hotel right behind us was one of the 2 hotels that first housed American soldiers during the American War.
Remember me saying something about the sun and good weather? It's still amazing, but because we are entirely wet, we're gonna have a forced stop in this shopping mall.
We're back on track. After that slight detour, we're at our next stop, Ho Chi Minh City Opera House. Let's take a closer look. The Opera House was built in 1897, and look at it. It symbolizes a bit of French architecture and the Belle Epoque period.
We are in front of the shopping mall, and this in front of us is the City Hall from the side. And I just wanted to show the sharp contrast with the buildings that are just next to it. What are they? Is this a school or a museum or some other administrative building from the back? Pretty interesting, huh?
A lot of people miss this part, but the building that you see behind us, I don't know if you can see the letters, the landing zone or the last mission, but that used to be a CIA post, secret, and the US was running it during the American War. What's interesting about this house is that that was the landing spot for a helicopter that took, I believe, American officials and also government officials from the government of Saigon out of Saigon to a ship off of the coast the day before Saigon fell to the north. So really cool to know that about that specific building. Welcome to the Saigon Post Office. It's really cool to be in this post office building because you have really great artwork on the walls here. So on the right hand side you have a map of Saigon, now Ho Chi Minh City, and on the left hand side you have another map of the communications network between Vietnam and Cambodia at the time.
Check this out. There are clocks indicating times in different cities, but also there are like boxes that you can go into for some privacy to write your postcard or maybe finish your letter.
For the Ben street food market. It's dinner time, and for dinner we have pho and fried pho. I didn't know you could have fried pho. And then you also have soups for both. Soy sauce with spices. So let's dig in. Looks really good.